So I wanted to come work for SSAFA for a number of different reasons. I've always had a strong affinity with the armed forces, sort of grandparents who fought in the Second World War, and I hadn't heard too much about what SSAFA did, but the more I sort of looked into them when I found out about the role that I applied for, the better they sounded, and they do an enormous amount with not only our armed forces but also their families as well, which I thought was a really nice selling point for the charity. My current role is Corporate Partnerships Account Manager, which is a bit of a mouthful, but basically means that I manage SSAFA's existing relationships with the corporate world. So some of that is business development, or a small element of my role is business development, which is going out and finding new corporate supporters for SSAFA. But actually the primary purpose of my role is to manage existing relationships. So I manage charity partnerships with Openreach, who are part of BT, Carillion Amy, who are a defence property maintenance company, and Nationwide we've started doing a lot more work with this year, and I manage our relationship with them as well. We have a 5-year what's called Charity of the Year partnership with Openreach. We are their first sort of official charity partner, and they are our first partner from a non-defence background. So my job is to sort of plot out a calendar of events for the year, of activities that get involved in, some of which is fundraising, some of which is volunteering. We had on Monday and Tuesday, I had 40 people from Openreach come and wear SSAFA t-shirts and collect at King's Cross and Euston. The working culture at SSAFA is very relaxed, actually. We've got a very close-knit corporate and events team that I'm part of. But also from a wider sort of point of view, everyone here has a huge affinity for the work that we do, which is obviously fairly common in charities, but seems to be particularly strong within SSAFA itself. There's also, particularly in my role, obviously quite a business orientated kind of culture because of the nature of the people that we deal with. But I find it's a very sort of easygoing place to work, and everyone here goes the extra mile because you know that the beneficiaries that we have are getting results at the end of the day. I think now is a great time to join SSAFA because we have so many people that are still left to help. I mean, we help about 55,000 people each year, but we have a huge opportunity to reach everybody that needs our assistance. So I've got two things that are very sort of satisfying and rewarding in terms of achievement since I joined. One of which is the work that we've done with Nationwide. So Nationwide have just signed off on giving SSAFA £55,000 over the next year to fund the work that we do in the housing field, which is helping veterans or personnel who are exiting the forces get into a home of their own, whether that's rental or bought. So that's been very, very positive. And the second thing, which we've already touched on, was having 40 people from Openreach turn up in SSAFA t-shirts and collect money for us, and they were very enthusiastic. So I feel that SSAFA is very supportive in terms of progressing people and giving them the opportunity to develop. A great example of that is that I've recently completed a mentoring course with a university student, which is not really anything to do with SSAFA, but SSAFA were very supportive of that, gave me an opportunity to mentor a student and bring them here and do sort of 7 or 8 sessions with them over the course of the previous 5 months. I always explain what SSAFA does to people in terms of we are there to help give back to people who have given loads to us in the first place. Before I came to SSAFA, I was the corporate development manager for Marie Curie on a maternity cover, which was my entry into the charity sector. But before then, I used to be a buyer and a store manager a number of years ago for Wix, who are a subsidiary of Travis Perkins, who are a FTSE 100 company. And that really sort of gave me an understanding of the commercial and corporate world, which is increasingly important, particularly in my role, from a charity perspective, that they need people who understand the business world and sort of commercial priorities.